All right, welcome back to another back testing session on a nice, lovely Saturday. Um, and yeah, we are in February. Let's get right into it. All right. Um, so that, 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 or that. All right. So it is what day are we back testing? I guess I should probably go next day open. It's not next day open. Why is it doing this? Come on. There we go. All right. Monday, the 5th of February, 2024. Mark out 9:30, I guess. I don't know what else. We just did NFP week, so we don't got to deal with all that. Um, February 5th. Ooh, 10 a.m. news. I like that. All right, so I'll mark out 10 a.m. as well. That's the S&P already. Nice. All right, so I will add a page. Feb 5, 2024. Bias. Bias. All right. Okay. Let's get right into it. Go to the daily. It looks like we are trending upwards towards these highs. Relative equal. I guess on the daily, because it's probably a lot of points. Yeah. Check yes. No, well, I guess this crazy. This SMT is still in play, but it already caused a little move downwards. Um, getting sent higher by this 4 hour. I think we're just clearly trending bullishly. So that's what I'll write. I'll say I'll say we are clearly in a bullish trend, so I want the highs above as my goal. Alright. Then let's mark out some session highs and session lows. I think this will be London for now. London low, probably this. Asia looks like it's all swallowed up. Yeah, that's 1919. Yeah. And then previous day right there. And previous day low be right here. Alright. So I'm not going to trade before market open for reasons. We are in this gap. So let's see what happens. We're going to reject it. Wow. I mean, we're displacing downwards pretty well. Market's not quite open yet. It did just open, and we are going up. Yeah, let's mark out some. There's not really any hourlies really anywhere. That sucks. 15ers. We're about to inverse this 15er. Maybe not. Let's go to the oneer minute. I don't like that at all. I mean, that's pretty good displacement actually. But still, I'm more bullish, so I don't think I'm gonna take that. This would be this change. So we would come up to retap the change, but I still don't like it just because I'm more bullish. So at this point, I'd probably wait for 10 a.m. news, see what that does. And it sends us even lower. Cool. So what 15 minutes looking like? Whole lot of nothing. Man, pretty terrible. I guess that was the move, huh? I guess this off of open was the move. This 15-minute tap. 1 minute change right there. Came back up into it. That was the trade to take. I just wasn't bullish, or I wasn't bearish. So if we can get a little reversal. I don't think I'd trade it. Ooh, okay, no, we are in this 15-minute now. No, we're not. Cool. I mean, maybe a continuation out of this, but it is already 11:22. I mean, that is a change and an inverse. I just think it's too late. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Which is what I thought. And I think, all right, so let's go to the rest of the day. I think I missed a good trade, but I have to figure out why it was a good trade. And now we are just delivering up like crazy without delivering from really anything. Oh wow, we're late. All right, so my bias was incorrect. I guess it wasn't terrible, but the AM session it was incorrect. So I'll say for AM session, my bias was incorrect. The correct bias was bearish. And I'll say, but PM session longs look nice. Come on now. All right. And no trades. No trades, but this trade was nice. And I think it was nice just because of the manipulation and the strong displacement to the downside. So maybe got tapped in right there. Probably got tapped in right there. I'd probably go Wicks. I don't know, London. 2.5, I like that. Maybe a little less than 2.5. 2.5, yeah, pretty much 2.5. So I'll say oh, insert the picture first. I'll say this would have been the trade to take. This would have been the trade to take, but I just wasn't bearish. And something I'm trying to do better also is just not taking every single setup that is my model, because obviously that's not going to be profitable. I have to figure out which ones are going to work and which ones aren't, just by like discretion and knowing where the market's going. So this would have been the trade to take. I just wasn't bearish, but the sweep into a 15 min and strong one displacement is why this trade worked. All right, next day. Feb 5. Hold on, I actually need to do something real quick. I'll be back. I think I'm just gonna move on to the next day. All right, so February 5th, none. Let's go Feb 6, 2024. Get a bias. Uh, 15-minute. Delete all that. All that. And I'll see. Wow, I'll see where the market goes, but I think we're probably gonna go up to take these highs. We didn't yet. Okay. What is the 6th? So some nobody FOMC. So no news really. So let's mark out 9:30. Let's go to the daily. Doesn't look like we took it out here either. It's good. I mean, that's a big wick. What is this? Is this? I mean, it's hard to be bullish again, honestly. It's hard not to be bullish again. Just because we have all these, or those might even be equal. Seven, 6, 8.25, 7, 6, 9. So not quite equal, but relative. So we just have a ton of stacked ties right here that just look like they want to get ran. And we are delivering from the last bit of this hourly. I assume we have a 5-minute change, yeah. Resweep, that is a beautiful change right there. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's go mark out session highs, session lows. This might just be London, huh? No, it's Asia. This is London. Low. London high. London and Asia high are pretty much the same. Asia low doesn't exist. Previous day low would be right here. And previous day high would have been swept already. Okay, so I'm going to wait till market open to trade. So let's skip a little bit. We can go down in that gap. That's ideal. Maybe like off open or something. Got hit a little bit, but that's just a little nudge into the gap. I'm not tripping too much about that. Market's about open, so go to the 1 hour. We are creating a nice little 1 hour gap. It's not formed obviously until 10. Wow. Do we create equal highs with this? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna want to sweep that. Let's see if we can drop. Okay, so we can drop into the 15. I mean, no way we don't go back up, right? And in the 15-minute BPR, gotta go back up. Come on. Give me then go back down. It's resweep. No, it's not a resweep. So the change would be right there. Okay, resweep. 15-minute did close. It didn't close good enough though. Okay, I think we might just run right through that. Yeah. Okay. So we did just run right through this gap. We do still have these equal lows though. We are. I mean, this got to be hourly, right? Nope, it's not. Cool. I mean, that's pretty good distribution downwards. See what we do. Because there's nothing really right there. Yeah, that one, yeah, okay. So now we're touching this one, but this one's unmitigated, and it's the first in the leg, so I don't mind this being a little reversal point. It did just graze it, though, which is the only problem. Okay, that's some good. That is pretty good, actually. I do like that. I think I might enter here. And I mean, if we're going to go up, I'll just mark it in right here because of how close it is. And if we're going to go up, like, no way we don't hit these highs right here. So, I might just hold full position. Market, save, and let's see where we go. Straight down to stop loss. Nice. I should probably keep that, actually. See if we just wanted to resweep. I think we did just want to resweep. Alright. This has got to be the one. 10:36, perfect time. That's gotta be the stop. Now we go up to this. I knew we kind of wanted to resweep, but I didn't wait. But now it's gotta be it. Come on. Okay, I'm not liking this chop at all. Ooh, that is not ideal. I mean, that gap is massive, so I'd just chuck this break even and let it get stopped. Yeah. We were in this 15er. I think after this displacement, it's just pretty hopeful to want price to come all the way back to stop, but hold on, give me a second, I'll be back. Alright, so I think as tempting as these highs look, I think the displacement is just too much to ignore, so I think that's why these trades failed. Oops. Alright, so my bias was wrong once again. Unfortunately. I think those highs have to get hit at some point, though. So. Oh, I didn't even make a bias. Cool. Nice. Dope. I'll just insert this and I'll say my bias was wrong. I think I'm giving too much power to highs that are close without giving a second thought. Trade. So trade obviously was this. That I'm just gonna delete that. So I'll say I tried too much to pick a bottom without any real manipulation and signs of retracement. No, manipulation and signs of displacement. What else did I do wrong? Yeah, I think there's just way too much displacement down. Like after this candle, it's like, all right, we're not gonna go back up there. But it's whatever. Let's go right back to the next day. Alright. I'm gonna delete that. Alright, go to the next day open. And we are, I mean, push into the highs, but Wednesday, let's see what news is on Wednesday. Nothing much. Okay. So I'll mark at 9:30 open. And I mean, come on. We gotta hit these highs. Like, come on. I'm gonna say Feb 7. So Feb 7, 2024, I'll say bias. I'll say there's really no way we don't hit highs this time. There's really no way we don't hit these highs this time. I'm gonna say that, and I might get once again, but come on. All right, so let's mark out all these session stuff. So London, Asia, and previous day. Don't really have any highs to work with besides these, obviously. So, I mean, no news. I guess we'll skip to open, and the highs get hit before open. Cool. All right, well, oh, I skipped way too far. Actually, not way too far, but pretty far. All right, well, 15. Let's go to the hourly. I think that's all time right there. So, yeah, nothing really besides like this, where might have already got touched. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, we swept the highs, and now we're displacing pretty bearishly. Let's see if we can get. Okay, cool, nice. So now we're displacing out of this gap, or are we? Low 19.5, low 19.5. So we are not displacing out of that gap. Lovely. Okay, now we're displacing out of this gap, but the change is pretty far away. So we get another sweep, but you can't. And now we have a change, but stop would be pretty big, and the take profit wouldn't be that worth it. So, I mean, I think we're going higher, though. Like, there's no way we don't go higher. So, what would it be? Long. I'll just long this candle. Stop right there. Let's get a little fib on this move right here. This manipulation move. So this would be 2. Oh, that's not awful. I'll probably take this and see where we go. Okay, so we do move up really high. We have swept out all these highs, so I will go break even just for the possibility of a retracement. This is 1 to 2R right here, so I don't think I'm going to do anything until that gets hit. So I really don't see any way 2 standard deviation doesn't get hit, so I'm just going to leave this on. And it gets hit. Dope. I've noticed a lot that once it pushes past all-time highs, or like once it hits an all-time high level, that it really likes to, you know, push past it. So I'm happy with this trade. And that's definitely the only trade of the day, so I'm gonna see where market goes. Sideways. Wow, very sideways. So finally bullish was the right bias. Alright, this is actually crazy. Holy. Alright, but Bullish was finally the right bias. Yeah. So I'll document that. I will say bullish was finally the right bias. It hit the highs and some. And something also crazy I didn't even say, but like it hit this 2.5 level. Or hit like the 2215 level and then it just stalled. So that was a good fib, good take profit. Most finally, why is it that in the song? Insert the picture. And then trade. Say let me screenshot this. Alright, so I'll say market opened a lot lower. Manipulated internally. So I'll say, yeah, so I'll say, insert this. Is this too big? This is way bigger than normal. Yeah, I was gonna say. That looks too small. No, I'm tripping. Alright. So I'll say, oops. Market opened a watch lower to manipulate and then had a 1 min CAC ouch 15 min gap higher the rest of the day. Then I'll say shout out to that game over. I'll say I went break even once we got significant displacement above highs and set full TP no scaling at 2.27 R 2.27 R and price hit a max of so price hit a max of 2.5 R for stalling out. Max of 2.5 R for stalling out. And I'll say I entered, I think I forgot to do this for the other ones, but whatever. I entered the trade at I entered the trade at 10:11 and was in it for 18 minutes. 18 minutes. No scaling before enter trade for 18 minutes. Alright, time to go to FEB 8. FEB 8, 2024. Bias. Alright. Now we're going to be at all-time high, so it might get a little tricky, but we can deal with it. So, what is on the 8:30 news, and that's about it. Daily. And I mean, we're just all-time highs, so not too much to look at. I mean, obviously we got this right here. It's different. So there's a bit of an SMT right there in a 4-hour gap. 1 hour looks bad. I would like to see what it does out. So I'm gonna say I'll say I don't have a super strong rock moment. Like price does out of the 1 hour gap above and potentially go for EQ or I'll say Alright, let's mark out session highs and lows. So this would be London. That'd be London high. Should be Asia. And this would be previous day. And then previous day low would be all the way down there. I actually do want to mark out 1 hour equilibrium as well. So I'll just call that Q. And let's get ready to do it. I'm not gonna try. Actually, 8:30 news. Let's see what happens at 8:30 news. What is it? Unemployment claims, so something might happen. Okay. Nice little data wick. Might just get instantly swept. Or might not. Let's see. So we got a nice little data low. 15-minute right here. So this is my point of interest to see if we can get into it. And we do. Okay. So this is an hourly. This is an hourly. And a 15. So honestly, if we got a little 1 minute out of this, I wouldn't hate it at all for the data low. A little resweep wouldn't hurt no one. Alright, well this is very slow. I don't like this at all. Wow. Maybe open. Alright, so we did end up resweeping this high in the gap. So I'd want a quick change. That's not a quick change. We swept again. Now we're delivering from a different 15. So now we're delivering from the rest of this 15er. And we are still delivering from that hourly. So, I mean, let's see if we can get a 1 minute change. That would be right there. That is a 1 minute change. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. But I don't love it. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. Alright, well, good thing I didn't take it. Okay, that's the type of displacement I like to see. Out of the 15-minute gap, I just don't think we don't go to the data low after a candle like that. It's 940. It's not, I mean, it technically is a change. Let me see what the R would be on something like this. A retest. See, it's just like we can come up into this. That's still not that good. All right, if we can come back up into this. I mean, this is like just that too, though. All right, I'm gonna set a limit order here because of the change. I mean, we are literally right at the change, though. That's the only problem. I could put the stop right here. That's a pretty safe stop. Obviously, enter 1.46. That's not terrible. I could even put it at the body. I'd probably, yeah, I'd put it right here at the body. I just don't see this not hitting the data left or something like that. I'm gonna enter. Market enter. Right there. Let's see if there's any. So that's a data low. We also do have this low, and obviously equilibrium of the range. So this is all the way at EQ. That's a 3R trade. I'll leave it there for now. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Let's see if we have any. Yeah, I mean, I can't see this not hitting, to be honest. So let's go. Let's put it at 2. So like right here is like, I like that. So let's see what happens. Wow. There we go up just to wick it out. How does this not deliver to data low, bro? After something like that? Man. Whatever. Alright. Well. So this one's relevant. And I'm pretty sure this one is too, yeah. Alright, well. That's a little crazy. I mean, we have this. I don't even know, honestly. I really don't know. Wow. That's surprising. Alright, so now we're pushing higher. Okay. We've created this gap. Maybe we want to run higher out of it. Okay, so we've dropped into it. Pretty significantly, though. That is a... I think it's too late. I mean, this is the type of trade I would take, but I think it's too late in the day. And yeah, so I'd take something like this. And I'd probably like target around 2R. And just a lot of chops, so that's why I don't trade later in the day. Might end up hitting, but yeah. So that's why I don't trade it later in the day. That data low honestly surprised me. I really thought we were gonna go hit it, but guess not. So, what was even in the way of us hitting it? Whatever. So, let's go to end. I don't even know. Bullish was definitely the right bias, so. I will say bullish was definitely the right bias. Bullish was definitely the right bias. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Trade. So, all right. I mean, the only reason I can think of is we didn't take out London low, but I mean, it still looks like an amazing setup to me. So I'll say this looks this looks like an amazing setup, and I'm very surprised it didn't work, but the only reason I can think of why it didn't is just how bullish price is, and also that we didn't sweep any significant and I'll say I entered the trade at stop right here. So I entered the trade at 9:45 and was in it for 6 minutes. 6 minutes. All right, this is the last day, Feb. So what is it? 1, 2, 3. So this is the last day. This is Friday, Feb 9, 2024. I feel like this has been quick. How long is this? 40. Yeah, this has been quicker than the other ones. So maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I'm not taking enough time. But whatever. I'm not complaining. Let me delete that, 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 and go to next day open. Oh, we're just pushing. Friday. Wow, no news Friday. Let me check. Oh, 19th is the next holiday. So I guess it's just a no news Friday. So I'll mark out 9:30 and let's get it. I mean, so far, I don't think it's been that bad of a session. Obviously, it could be a lot better, but you know. So one day, let's go to the daily on both. Just pushing all-time highs. Yeah. I mean, that's just ugly. I mean, last time it moved, it came down to EQ, so I could mark that out, but did I say that? No, yeah, I did say that. So I will say price is just pushing highs like crazy. So it's hard to be bearish. Screenshot. And let's get right into it. I can draw out EQ, which is right there. And let's mark out some sessions. So this to me looks like London. Asia swallowed up. That would be low. This should be H low. And I think the data low would be previous day low. So I'll extend that out a bit. Yeah, let's get right into it. It is no news, so I won't trade until 9:30. Wow. Do I have the right February 9th? Tripping? Friday the 9th of February, 2024. Why does it just happen right at 8:30? Nothing. Okay, well, that's interesting. Huh. Or you know. So let's get into it. To a market open does pushes us lower. I don't mind this gap right here for maybe a little pump up. We are in equilibrium. I want to see what happens. Actually, it's not a gap yet. Because we're in it. We'd have to get some good movement. That's not bad movement at all, really. I mean, that's a crazy wick. I don't hate this trade. I really don't. Don't hate it at all. I'd probably market enter. I'd probably market enter when we got back down to this gap, honestly. Just save a little bit of R. Stop at the bodies. TP. I mean, I could just... Let's see how much... So that would be 3.71. If I entered right here, 3. So I would like the extra R. So I will... set a limit. Bruh. Okay. We're in the trade. That is what you love to see. That's just what you love to see. That is London. Oh, that's not even EQ because we pumped. Whatever. I'm definitely going to break even here. This is a good trim spot because we just swept those highs, so I'll take off 75. And I'll mark it out. Took off a bit at these equal highs. And I'll just let the rest go up here. Which it sure does. Beautiful. Alright, well, ended off the week good, actually. Holy macaroni. And let's just play out the rest of the day. That was actually probably one of my best trades. A whole lot of chop. A whole lot of pump, actually. My fault. Can't even see it anymore. Alright. Wow. Cool. So, what a lovely trade. Time to journal. So what did I say? It was also not really a gap. I didn't realize that, but it was. So I said bullish was bias. There was some lower manipulation off of open, but after that, it just indubitably. Some bullish manipulation off open, but after that, I was just straight bull run. And then my trade. 48. Drink some water. Alright. It was a beautiful trade. Why was this a good trade and the other ones weren't? I mean, we swept some liquidity. Swept a prominent session low. And then immediately after, I guess a little bit of chop, but then we had a CISD. So I guess that's a reason. Yeah, so I guess I'll put that. So say this trade was better because I took into account what direction the market has been moving, and it was also a significant session sweep into a yeah. I don't care, that doesn't say significant, but it's close enough. And then I'll say I entered this trade at 9:52. So I entered this trade at 9:52 and was in for. That was no, I did not enter this trade at 9:52. Enter this trade right there. 9:45. Entered this trade at 9:45 and was in it for to this red candle right here. So 9:45 to 10:30, exactly 45 minutes, and was in it for 45 minutes. I went break even at some equal highs and scaled at the 1.75R. So I went break even and scaled at internal highs 1.75R. Scaled. And I'll say I scaled at 1.75R, but the trade hit full TP of, what even was my full TP? 3.72R. Great. 3.72R. This trade hit a max RR of I guess we'll mark out where market closes. Right at 16. If I can get there, yeah. This trade showed it hit a max RR of 8.72R. Alright, well, that's it for this session. A pretty good session. We're up 712 after, I think, being down 500. Yeah, so we're up. I mean, we're up. Good session. Probably one of my better sessions so far, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for Sunday, so I'll be back tomorrow for another backtesting session. And yeah, that's it for today.